And so what we ended up doing too, though, was in building that relationship was creating a common enemy, and the bank is our common enemy. If we're looking at all of the circumstances here, did she call y'all? Is this a callback, or y'all knocked on her door and called her?
I caught her before when she was leaving to take her kids to work.
Nice.
So I knocked on the door. The garage was open, and I still knock on the door, pay no attention to the garage. I knock on the door, ring the ring cam, and she comes walking out of the garage, and I kind of acted scared a little bit, like, whoa, you snuck up on me. You got a ninja? So she started laughing. Yeah, just broke it like that.
Self-deprecating humor. Boom.
Yes, sir. Broke it like that, and then I was like, I understand that you might be having some issues with your home in regards to your lender. Is that so? And she was like, actually, I'm in foreclosure. And I was like, really? She was like, yes, sir. And I was like, well, what has your bank done to help you with that? And she goes, I can't afford it. She goes, I can't afford it. She's like, I'm already moving things out and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, well, are you working with anybody? Is anybody trying to help you with this situation as it is? She's like, I've been getting a lot of phone calls, and I answered one, and they said they were going to help me. So I sent them my mortgage statement. I was like, okay. She's like, she cut me off. She's like, but I'd much rather work with somebody that I met in person. And you showed up here today almost just in time. So I'd like to work with you. And I was like, well, we'd like to work with you too. I feel that there's a lot that we could do with you with your situation, but of course I'd have to take a better look at it. And she was like, okay, well, I can send you my mortgage statement and things as such. And I was like, yes, ma'am. We're also probably do you have an HOA? And she was like, yes, I do. And I was like, we're gonna need some information from them as well, but we can talk about that a little later. I'll let you get your kids to school and
to work.
Yeah, to work. And then I got her information, I got her number, and then I gave her our business card and flyer, obviously. And then set up a phone call for yesterday afternoon when she got out of work.
Okay. And that's when you got the information and stuff from her?
Yes, sir. Correct.
Nice. Okay, so there's a couple of things here then. In Florida, the house that we got in Florida, that lady had no equity, and she was a professional and she cared about her credit. That was her primary thing. And so what we ended up doing too, though, was in building that relationship was creating a common enemy. Okay, that's critically important, and the bank is our common enemy. Because I don't like to spend my own money. Now, that one was $23,500 to reinstate. I ended up doing that, but we had her agree to doing a bankruptcy, a self-filing to stop them. So I just said that to say the similar circumstances. Now, when we're talking to them, we're going to be stressing the $32,000 that she's behind and how that doesn't leave much room, And if this were a traditional transaction, she would we want to know if she's talked to any realtors and tried to sell it. Do you guys know that yet?
I asked her. She said she hadn't worked with anybody yet. She really doesn't know what to do.
Okay, cool. Then. Yep, it's all good then. Leave that alone then. So you're just the information bearer. You're going to give her some information in terms of, well, if you were to sell this with a realtor, with the commissions and things like that, you might end up having to pay a little bit of money, and so that's what kind of makes it difficult for people. Now, what we do, though, this is where you set yourself apart, is different, because we'll go ahead and give you that debt relief and take over those payments for you, and we'll just make those mortgage payments for you. So we'll take over your payments, and that's going to save your credit, and it's actually going to build your credit up, because we'll be continually making those payments until our buyer, gets bank financing or cashes us out. If not, we just continue to make those payments until the mortgage is paid off. And then we'll be able to give you, $3,000 towards one of these new trailers that that you got here. And then boom.
Yes, sir.
That's it. So she's got something in her hands. She's looking at her next chapter. You've set yourself apart. That's not difficult to do either. Just the copy and paste of the pictures, bam, some numbers. It ain't got to be nothing exquisite, but just something that she can hold on to and see it. She's already moving her things out. Then you guys are coming with a little bit of change. Dude, she'll be begging you to take over her mortgage.
Yes, sir. That's what we're hoping for. Yes, sir.